Hello, Polly's Best for UK here, and welcome to another video. Now, this is a bit of a different video today, but bear with me. Do you remember the game Outrun by US Gold and Sega? Obviously, the original was by Sega. I think US Gold ported it to the Spectrum. Now, this is not going to be yet another video I keep seeing about criticism about how slow the game was. That's not what this video is for. Today's video is going to be a bit different because I'm going to show you a subtle difference between the Spectrum 48 and the 128 version, but this is not what you think, because it may be if you was like one of the original 80s gamers, not like late 90s, early 90s gamers, you'll remember this, but some people won't remember this. Now, picture, or if you like, hear the sound of Outrun music on the 128K machine. It's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good music, and it's present on the 128K, the plus 28, the plus 2B, and the plus 3 versions. Now, don't know if you know this, you probably do, most of you probably do, but if you load the game on a genuine 48 original, you get a rendition of that same tune on the options screen from the beeper in the Spectrum, which sounds pretty cool. But you probably also know that if you load it in on a 128 machine in 48 mode, that music's not present. Now, I'm not sure. I think this is due to the game asking which ROM the system is using, and then for whatever reason disabling that 48 music in 48 basic mode. Try it if you load him on a plus 2, a plus 2A, a plus 2B. Not sure about the original plus 2. I think it's the same on that as well. Or plus 3. If you try loading the game in 48 mode, the music is not present on the option screen. I haven't tested Tosrak. I'm going to be testing that in this video. Tosrak 128 Sinclair model. I haven't tested that yet. But yep, try it. Load the game in 48 mode. The game will work, but there'll be no beeper music. There'll be no music at all, in fact. So, if you're not quite grasping what I mean yet, I'm going to load this game on an emulator. It is an emulator. I did test this on Retro Games, the Spectrum, and don't think there's any way of recreating that on that system as of yet. It just automatically plays the AY music regardless if you're running in 48 or 128 compatibility modes. But let's just show you what I mean. So let's open up the game. So we've got, this is the original 1982 48K model we've got emulated here. I'm just going to play the game here. It will auto start, and as soon as I press a button on the keyboard, the beeper music will start playing. So I will shut up for a brief moment. So yeah, that's the 48K music on the title screen. There's no music in game, unfortunately, but I thought that was a neat touch of US Gold to add that in there. They didn't have to do that with the limited resources they had for the 48K version, but they have. Now, like I said earlier in the video, if you run the game on a 128 using 48 mode, this music is not present. It's only on the Sinclair original Spectrum. Now, like I said, I haven't tried this on a Toast Rack model, which is also Sinclair. I presume it's just something to do with Amstrad differences with the ROM, but I tell you what, let's for further ado, let's do that now. Let's change the machine to 1 to 8. So you can't see what I'm doing on the screen at the moment. I'm changing the emulator settings to the original Spectrum Toast Rack model. Right, that's the original Toast Rack model engaged now. So let's load up the game, see if the music's still present. Emulators are a good way of testing these sort of things quickly. Let's have a look. We've got that one, yeah. See what happens. So I'm going to show up again. Let's press that same key and let's see if we get any music this time. Oh, I've just loaded it in 1 to 8, and I bet if I press any key, yeah, we got the normal music. So, okay, I apologise about that. So what I'm going to have to do is reset the machine again. I'm going to have to put the media in, but not autoplay it. Can I do that on this emulator? I think I can. 8-1 tap. Yep, okay. Now we need to go into 48 mode. And then prompt the load in sequence. Okay, here we go. So let's try this again. Let's see what it does. I'm not sure if this is going to do exactly the same as what the Spectrum from Retro Games does, but let's find out. It does. So there must be an emulation thing that you can disable, I don't know, somewhere. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show you that, am I? I'll have another mess around with the settings. Best media general. Can I disable it? AY chip somewhere. Sound. Let's have a look in sound. No, nothing in sound. Tape. Open. I think it might be because it's a tap file. I'm going to try a TZX file that I've also got on here. So I've just inserted that. Let's restart that. Let's have a look. What we got here? Reset. Right, let's try 48 basic again. Okay, that just crashes the system. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, I did play around with this before, and I couldn't figure out how to get the Toast Rack machine emulated with the tape file properly. I think. Yeah, I selected the right machine. Select Toast Rack, yeah. And then reset. But when I tried to insert the game, it wasn't having any of it. It just kept crashing. Media. There's something called detect loaders and use tape traps. I might take all of this crap off actually. I've took everything off that I can see apart from auto. Actually, I'm going to take off auto and load media as well. Right, let's try that. Let's go for media, tape, open, outrun. Let's go into 48 mode and let's see if that does anything differently. Right, it looks like you might have to play the tape. Okay, so that's doing the normal raster bars as we all know and love. Can you speed it up? I've got an idea actually. Bear with me. Fast loading, accelerate loaders. Let's just try that. Okay. Whoa, what's going on? Yeah, it's still done the same thing. It's still initiating the AY chip. That's not the normal behaviour of a real Spectrum, so I'm not sure how to get around that. So I can't show you, unfortunately, the game running on a toast rack, and if that music was present. But what I'm going to do is change it back to 48. Change it back to a 48. We can change some of this to auto load again. Okay, so media tape open, and we want the game again, which is this one. Okay, I think I've messed up some of the settings here. Detect loaders. Okay, let's try that. There we go, we're back into the 48 machine anyway. So yeah, interesting video. I think it's kind of cool that the Spectrum had the 48 versions on actual vintage hardware, had these additional beepers soundtracks that wasn't found on later versions, even if you was in 48 mode. Let me know in the comments if you've got experience with this, and the toast rack does have this music. I can fire up my actual toast rack and let you know at a later date if there's not much comments. But yeah, there we go. So shall we just have a look at the game anyway? So let's Sinclair, this is it. As you can see, as you change the options, the music disappears. And yeah, I'll show you the game. Oh, we've still got some sort of acceleration mode on. Oh no, that's better. Apologise about that. But this is what it's like on the 48 with the engine noises. Same game but different audio. So that's Saturday's video for today. So thank you for watching. Hope you got something out of that one. Sorry I was rambling on. I was probably talking crap, but there you go. So I'm going to give that one, like I normally do, about 9 out of 10 because it's one of my favourite Spectrum games. So thank you for watching. Bye.